Hey there, it's Robert with buttbells.com. I've got 3 stretches for you that if you don't have any time to stretch during the day, or a limited amount of time, do these 3 stretches and that's all you have to do. If stretching is a stretch for you, then just take a couple of minutes to do these 3 stretches, or one of them, and it'll actually make your life a lot more enjoyable, freedom of movement. All right, so the first one is a standing hamstring stretch. So what you want to do is you want to find an elevated surface, and not much higher than a seat or a bench. Should be about chin height. You're going to square up to it, push your heel into the bench, pull your toe back toward your face, slight bend in your knee. So you don't want your leg to be perfectly straight. You want a slight bend in your knee. You're going to take your hip and just push it back, and right away you'll feel it right underneath your leg here in your hamstring. Okay, so it's not a bowing motion. I'm not trying to bow over because I'm not getting any stretch like this. I want to keep my spine rigid, my chest up, shoulders back, and I'm just going to push my hips back. I'm not trying to bow over. I'm just pushing my hips back. See how I'm doing this? I'm creasing at my hips and reaching back with a slight bend in my knee. The harder you push down into this bench and the more you pull your toes back, the more you'll feel in your hamstring. All right, so you're going to sit back and then come back up. So you get about 20-second stretch or so. Sit back, push into this bench, get a good feeling in your hamstring. Come back up. Another variation is you're going to take your foot, just rotate it out, and you're going to do the same thing. Push your heel into the bench, put your toe back towards your face, and then hinge at your hips. So I'm not trying to just bow over. I don't really feel much here bowing over. I'm just taking my hips and pulling them back. So my head and my chin pretty much stay in the same spot as I'm pulling my hips back. You feel that in a little different spot. The next one's called a pretzel. Lie on your back, on your side. You're going to take your top leg and bring it up towards your chest. Hold it down with your bottom arm. Take your bottom leg, grab onto your foot with your top arm. The object of this game is get both feet, both knees, both shoulders onto the floor. So both feet first, both knees, both shoulders, and then look over your opposite shoulder, the one you're holding onto your foot. So I'm holding on the foot with my right arm. I'm going to look over my right shoulder. You're going to hold this for about a minute on each side. All right, so you're going to switch back and forth on each side. I'm going to show you the next stretch. Next stretch is really good for golfers, or if you do any kind of rotational sports, and it's just really good for your thoracic spine in general. So you're going to bend your knees, about a right angle at your hip, keep a right angle at your knees. Hold down your knees with your bottom arm. You're going to try to keep your knees flush. Arms straight out here, and you're going to rainbow over. Relax your head, relax your shoulders, come all the way over, and you're going to try to, like I said, try to keep your knees flush here. Hold your knees down. Rotate it over. Different variation. You can straighten out the bottom leg, hold down the top knee to the floor. Makes it a little more difficult. All right, so you're going to hold that for about a minute on each side. Okay, like I said, if you don't have any time to stretch, or you feel like you don't have any time, or you just don't like stretching, just do 2 minutes. That's all you have to do, 2 minutes a day. Pick one of these exercises and do 1 minute on one side and 1 minute on the other, and it'll increase your livelihood. You'll be amazed on how much a little flexibility, the ability to flex, will go a long way. All right, have a great stretching time, and enjoy. See you next time.